We spoke to just in, so that plan then was changed, and we had no knowledge of any of this was brewing, so to speak. That was really prior to all of the launch of the first Command Compass article, all of that. We had took the initiative to scale it back. We just didn't want to interfere with the tendering because they had priced all of these different things separately. And so once that was apples for apples, and once you get all the tenders back, you can then speak to whichever contractor had won the bid and simply reduce, take out those elements.
Thank you. Thank you.
I never heard that.
Wait a minute, he wants corporate.
Good point, sir. What he said was that we need to put out the plan before it goes to tendering, that comments can be made and that we can see it.
Accepted. Understood, sir. Understood. And hindsight is 2020. I can't control that. I can certainly apologize for it, but it is what it is. I have done that, and we have moved through that plan, and we have now presented the new plan without those elements in it, and only the parking lot and the small one gazebo and the small bathroom block at the end.
Okay, thank you. But then how do we see the plans now? We saw the rendering, but how do we see it completed? Do you have it here today? All right, well, we got a table over there. We'll put you on it, and you can share it then with the people. Has the contract been awarded?
No, ma'am.
Were you all aware from the ministry that all this was going out to tender before it went in the newspaper?
No.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to me. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. Come on, Mr. Hughes. Get no
Thank you, Ms. Vernon. So the ministry, the ministry went along with the normal process and put out a tender. When you receive a tender, quite often, as we've seen in many other cases, there's months and months of negotiations after the preferred bidder has been selected. At that time, you can make numerous changes. However, the tender went out. Unfortunately, there was a breakdown in communication. Miss Barbara Connolly, myself, even as a minister, only became aware of the tender when you all did. However, that is very possible. However, as when that happened, the minute we started to hear objections on the radio, Ms. Barbara came back to the ministry, we sat down, and she demanded changes on the plans. There's nothing unordinary about that. There's nothing wrong with that. We have not signed any contracts, and even after contracts are signed, you can still make changes. If you've ever built a house, Mr. Boats, you should know yourself that when you sell a property before you completed it, people want to make changes on it, whether you're willing to do it or not, that's up to you. But you can make changes even after the contract has been signed. Some changes may reduce the cost, some changes may increase the cost. So we have an opportunity. We have an opportunity here, and this is why we're here today. We understood it was a peaceful protest. But we have an opportunity here between the committee, the ministry, and the representative for the area and your group to sit down and discuss the plans. And if it comes to the point where it's reduced down to just a bathroom block, whatever may happen. But we have an opportunity, and we are willing, hence we are sitting here, we have an opportunity to sit down and discuss the plans and come to a solution that we believe will benefit everyone. Let me just say that the technocrats, the architects, spent a lot of time out here. They thought they were doing what was an enhancement to the project. Obviously, I understand. Obviously, you don't see it the way they did. Some of the things, including the access and the area for the handicap and for those with disabilities, I should say. They also looked at the area, realizing that there's a lot of a lot of the beach was being eroded here at the top because of people coming on and off and the foot traffic, and that was one of the reasons they also wanted to have that little buffer. So stop the erosion of the beach going out as hundreds of people pass through it now as we do on the weekends. So, ladies and gentlemen, all I'm saying is that these things happen. No one is perfect. There was a breakdown in communication, but we now have an opportunity and we are showing the willingness to sit down and discuss it. So that is, that's where we are. There's no trick, there's no way being pulled over your eyes, there's nothing happening. Nothing will happen until the committee has an opportunity to sit down with the councillor and with your committee and discuss the plan and come up to a solution that benefits the entire country as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We want to thank you for coming, and that's what should have been done before you did the plans. So, wait a minute.
1 second.
Please, Mr. Kent. So,
Go ahead. Come use the mic.
The mic.
They can't hear in the back.
You started off your conversation by saying, I don't want that. That it was a normal process.
Use the mic. Use the mic.
Any rude shouting, if you have something to say, come up and say it.
Use the mic. Use the mic.
And I was concerned. I'll come back. Don't pull me back. I was concerned when you started off your discussion by saying this was a normal process for the government. This is not a normal process for the government. But I took great comfort as you made the explanation and that you're willing to work with all the people that have come out here because they're very concerned about Smith's Cove. I need to say a few words that I'm 84 years old. I was baptized here when I was 11 years old. That was 73 years ago. My entire family grew up where the Castleberg Mar was, my mother's properties and everything, and so we're real South Sound people. And I wanted to know that there has to be some alternative to put in a parking lot over there. And I have no idea what's happening with all this vacant land that's over there. But I'd remind you that government has ways of getting whatever land they need. And you can exercise it anytime you wish. And I remember where Altie's house is when his father was selling lumber over there. And when my grandfather's house, Castleberg Mar, burnt down, his father went to my father while the house was still in embers and put his hand around Captain Enos Wesley Aldemile and said, Cappy, anything you need to rebuild, just come and get it and pay me when you can. And that has always been one of the philosophies and the policies of this wonderful, iconic Thompson family. And I would just hope that this thing can be resolved somehow. And I am very impressed that you're taking the time, including Altie, to come here today. Thank you so much.
this lady has a question about the disabled, since you mentioned it.
Not a question so much, but I was the president of Rotary Central when we put the Moby mat in at Public Beach. That was very widely accepted, and we would be more than happy to have discussions with people about how we can have better disabled access here. I also am CEO of Special Needs Foundation. Nobody has spoken to me about how we can improve disabled access. I would be more than happy to meet with anyone that's that needs to speak to me about how we can improve disabled access without ruining what we already have. The disabled do not want to ruin it for everybody else. They just want the same access to enjoy the same beauty that we already have. Please speak to me. I'm happy to meet with anyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, when we met at my house on the 18th, and Miss Barbara was there along with the architect, these were some of the items that we asked her not to include. We were not against the plan completely. There are certain things that we are against, and these are the things that were on that plan that we did not want. First of all, there was a big arch, said Smith Barcadere. Everybody knows where Smith Barcadere is. There's a beautiful sign there. The only person could see that arch would be Alti, Melissa, and Corey across the street. We don't need to back them out. Sidewalks. Sidewalks are taking up the beach area. What we could do with the sidewalks? You come into the beach, you walk in the sand. We do not want the sidewalks. I'm sorry. No cabanas. Where are we going to put a cabana in this beautiful spot? We do not want the cabanas. We got trees. They could go there and sleep and do some of everything. You can shake your heads and so forth, but we're telling you now, please listen. This is what we want. No decks. Starting over there was a big deck sitting in the corner over there. Back there was an observation deck. Way up with 3 little peaks. We don't want that. Oh, you observe the ocean? Please